Why should you switch to link belt? It's every bit of the quality that anyone else has, and then some.
Tried other equipment, and the link belt equipment's performed well for us, and we have no complaints with it.
They come through every time we need them.
It's really about getting the solution to the problem. No matter when that takes, if it's after hours, if it's on the weekend, they have, all of the resources available to get us the problem we're looking for, the part we're looking for.
They believe in us and we believe in them, and we're here for the long haul, and we're completely loyal to B-Jack.
Triad as a dealership, I think, has done a really good job as far as being able to back us up in service. And they've made some good investments as far as shop trucks and in keeping good personnel that know the equipment.
Link belt and B-Jack, the combination of the two, we found indispensable and haven't had any reason to go other places.
The product support individual at Triad goes above and beyond almost on a weekly basis for me. If I need something and I need it now, he's more than happy to jump in his vehicle and bring it to me on the spot.
I'm sure that if what we see now is any kind of an indicator that, we feel pretty comfortable that we're going to have the support to help us out as far as keeping this machine going.
Deal with Rasmus quite a bit and find that they're Johnny on the spot if I have a problem, so I stick with link belt.
Well, link belt to me means cost effective. It makes my job easier as a maintenance manager, and it also means that we have the product support that we need to get our job done out here.
Well, they call on me regular to see if there's anything I need or if I got a problem with anything. They keep in touch pretty good. For your dollar, you're not going to go wrong with link belt.
So far as reman components, we're aware that link belt is offering some key components such as the hydraulic pumps and they're stocked locally at the local dealer. And we found that about 80% of the stuff we asked for, they carried in their branches that were located a couple hours away. What wasn't was stocked in Lexington.
If I had somebody in my line of work in our industry come to me and ask me for a recommendation on equipment, I wouldn't hesitate, and I'd tell them, look at a link belt. We like them, they're reliable, we know their parts network.
The link belt, the parts, they're very readily available, and if not, they air freight them in the next day, and we've never had a problem with getting any parts for them at all.
One of the reasons we choose to buy a link belt or any other brand is because of the support and the cost of parts.
Doesn't influence them, and you'll see this. There may be a need to fine-tune that calibration at that time.
Well, the service training back in Lexington at Link Belt's facility it's nice for a couple of reasons. Number one, it gets you some contacts in the industry, some other service managers, kind of gets you to know what the other guys are doing and what you're doing right and what you're not doing right. And then also the instructors that put on the class are very informative. They've got 20, 30 years in the business.
If I got a computer problem, I let them know where I think the problem is. I think, and they'll send somebody that kind of specializes in that line,
Yeah, I like it when Tim comes out. Tim answers all my questions and very interested in what we're doing and how he could, he's always seems like he, wants to, give pointers about how the machine should be run better or properly, and, you can tell he's kind of knows what he's doing.
It's been a great deal for us. They've kept us up and running. Their track time is excellent. We never have our downtime is minimal.
We're not buying a machine because everybody else is buying it. We're using the machine because it's the best performing machine for what we have to do.
We purchased the machine. Along with that machine comes an extended warranty.
In our maintenance program, of course, if the machine's under warranty, then the dealer takes care of any warranty issues.
The link belt warranty makes it really simple for the customer.
We actually take the link belt shovels, we call them shovels, into the woods, and they go on steep ground. They go in real adverse conditions, and in order to work that safely, you have to have a stable piece of equipment.
So when we have an issue with parts, what we're looking at is we want to have the part brought in as fast as we can so that we can have our equipment back up and running. And with Rasmussen, that's been the best thing for us is they know that that's what we want. The part support that we get from both Rasmussen and Link Belt's been really good.
They're an integral part of our operations. They're a teammate more than just a vendor. They keep our equipment going. Response time is fantastic. They're on it.
9 times out of 10, if it's something I need right now, they have somebody here that day.
If it's an emergency, they're there right off the get-go, right, the same day, or if it's not that big of an emergency, they'll be there the next day.
We have a problem, they're out there the same day, and that's kind of that's why we've come back.
One of my machines break down, and we got to have a mechanic on the job. Why? Usually they're there, you know, right shortly.
I call them at 5 o'clock. Sometimes we got an emergency job, we got to mobilize. They're right on spot with that.
Well, one of the things we've experienced since we've kind of standardized on Link Belt is our uptime. Our maintenance costs have actually been reduced, and our uptime is greater than it's ever been. So we're not spending every day out here putting fires out, which is real important to being productive. And you can't make any money if you're not productive.
Reliability with the Link Belt has been, I think, one of the biggest things, and we can depend on it.
The machines are actually real easy to work on.
They like it because they know it. It's something that we've been comfortable using for quite a few years now. They like knowing where things are to check, you know, oil, fluid levels, and everything else that they need to check in the morning when they come in, when they start their shift.
You know, changing your oil every 250 hours, it's simple. You know, it takes you 20 minutes.
And I don't get complaints about, oh, it's too hard to check the oil in the morning because I got to move this to get into the dipstick. No, we don't hear that.
Link Belt stands for quality and longevity. They run for a long time. You get lots of hours out of them, and they go.
They don't have to worry about servicing their machines or knowing, you know, when the intervals are that they need to service their machines.
They have this whole thing down to a science of what demo guys need, what earth work guys need.
BJAC hauls our equipment, they service our equipment, they do pretty much everything. It's been an excellent relationship.
If somebody locally came to us and asked us for a recommendation, and we wouldn't hesitate but to tell them, look at the Link Belt.